permission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
Spoiler alert, not ready in his chair. Here's the empty chair right here as proof. I really should just get rid of the... Actually, I gotta lower this desk a little bit. Hey folks. There we go, that's better. That's better, now I'm more in camera. John's not here, apparently chat's not here. I don't know what's going on, apparently it's just me. I was gonna start a whole discussion. I was gonna have this whole conversation with the chat while we were waiting for John. There's Jasmine. We got one person in the chat at least. I was gonna have this whole, I had this whole idea of like what we could talk about in the interim while we're waiting for John, who is running late. He'll be here hopefully earlier than he was last week. He tells me, actually he said it on the air last week. Hi, Mark. He said on the air last week that Jay the Skeleton is gonna be here and doing the weather with him. Which, you know, I'm still not convinced that they're two different people. So I will believe it when I see it. Jay the Skeleton, I haven't seen him either. Again, I'm not convinced that he is not John. We'll find out later in the show, apparently, because John has said that they will both be here doing the weather. I guess we'll find out in half an hour or so. But still no sign of John, still no sign of Jay the Skeleton. John did say, leave the door unlocked. So that means he is running late. I knew he was running late. So, and actually, as soon as the show started, I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I left the door unlocked. So I ran to the living room just to make sure the door was unlocked, and it was. And then I ran the fuck back here before the intro was over. So I could be ready in my chair, since John wasn't going to be ready in his chair, and that probably would have been a jarring opening scene to see nobody in the chair. I'm getting messages about work, and I am literally not working until Monday. I mean, I still have work to finish, but I'm not working until Monday, and that was the discussion that I wanted to start, was vacations, because I'm out of town this weekend. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going to Detroit. My first time ever going to Detroit. I've never been to Detroit. I've been close enough to Detroit to pick up a Detroit radio station. Did I drink caffeine today? Yes. Yeah, I did, but like before I took a nap. So, you know, I might be tired. I don't know. I got up and I worked. And while I was working, my new tape deck came in, and I was like super excited about that. Like, ooh, I gotta set up this tape deck. And so I got a new tape deck, and it actually works, and I can listen to my tapes now. So I listened to, actually, I'll show you what I listened to earlier. I listened to, I gotta reach for it. My cable doesn't go this far. I actually got this a little while ago. I seem anxious. I'm not anxious. I got this a little while ago. This is EMF Schubert Dip on cassette. That's the band that does the song Unbelievable, which is track 1 of side 2. And I have never listened to that album before. The only song I'd ever heard from that band before was the single Unbelievable. And so I was like, oh man, I got this tape deck, and now I'm gonna take a break from work and I'm gonna listen to this album. And then I worked until like 2:30, and then I put up I had already done all the podcast stuff, so all I had to do was like post about it. So I posted the podcast stuff, and then I went and took a nap. And happy birthday to Laura's daughter, Zoe. So Laura won't be joining us for the rest of the show. She's like, you're doing a show? Like, yeah, we announced it the other day on Facebook. Yesterday, actually. We announced it yesterday, and then John's like, hey, can we have band practice tomorrow? Like, no. We can do it after the podcast. That'll be fun for all of us to show up at your house at 9 o'clock and do the podcast, right? Like, or do band practice or whatever. I don't know. Am I excited for my trip? Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about that's the discussion I was going to start was, where do you like to go on trips? I didn't really travel a lot before the global shutdown a couple of years ago. Like, I've been a few places. I've been to, like, Orlando. I've been to New York a few times. And I drove out to Seattle when I was 21. But otherwise, I hadn't really been anywhere. Toronto, of course. But, that might as well just be Buffalo. And since, once the global pandemic hit and, like, I was stuck in the house for, like, a year and a half, living with somebody who was immunocompromised and I couldn't do shit. Like, if I went out, it was like, as soon as I get home, I'm made to take a shower because I couldn't get her sick. But once all that was over and I got vaccinated and all that, and I turned 40, I'm like, I haven't really been anywhere. And then Metallica announced their, 40th anniversary shows in San Francisco. And I was like, I am going. And I remember buying the tickets to the first night of the Metallica anniversary show with everybody in my house waiting to go to Brian's memorial service, I guess. So I don't want to say funeral because it wasn't really I guess it was a viewing, right? It wasn't even a viewing because he was cremated. So what do you call it? A memorial service, I guess, right? Anyway, so I go, and so everybody's at my house ready to leave, but the tickets are going on sale at like 10 a.m. Pacific. So I'm like, we got to wait. I got to buy these tickets. Brian would want me to have these. So I got the tickets to that. I went to San Francisco. Then I went to Las Vegas. I get to wander around Las Vegas for a little bit. San Francisco for 3 days I get to wander around. I've been able to kind of wander around Pittsburgh and Nashville. I got to go to finally. Of course, New York a couple of months ago I got to wander around. I fucking love New York. I love big cities. And this will be my first time in Detroit. So I'm a little nervous, to be honest, about going to Detroit. Particularly, like, as soon as I booked my Airbnb, my buddy that I'm going with, Dennis, was like on Google Maps on Street View, just looking around the neighborhood like, dude, are you sure about this? And I was like, I mean, it's close to the stadium. I don't know. I mean, if you're not comfortable, dude, it's your truck that's out front. And he goes, yeah, we might want to stay somewhere else. And then I got back to him a little bit later on, and I was like, dude, if you want to, we still need to discuss where we want to stay. If you don't want to stay at this Airbnb, he says, nah, man, it's fine. So we're still in the original Airbnb we booked that, the neighborhood. I don't want to say this because it's going to make it sound worse than it probably is, but it looks like a Niagara Falls neighborhood. Like, it doesn't look bad, but everything is run down. It looks like Niagara Falls 20 years ago, not Niagara Falls now, where everything is just fucking run down and terrible and awful. And it's fucking Detroit, so I'm like, dude, I don't think you're going to get anything better in Detroit. From what I know about Detroit, like, city's going to hell. And then I'm talking to my other friends who are going, and they're like, oh yeah, we're staying at the airport Hilton. Like, oh man, maybe we should have done that, like, maybe that would have been better, but I don't know. It's it is what it is. It's, it was a decently priced Airbnb. I'm pretty sure we have like a whole house for the 3 days we're there, and which means I can probably a couple of my clients have been like, dude, can you at least do this job for me over the weekend? And I keep trying to say no, but they won't take no for an answer. And like one of the clients is, he basically pays my rent every month. So I don't want to really say no to him because he was like, can you do Friday and Saturday? I'm like, I can't, dude. He's like, what if I get it to you really early on Friday? Can you at least do Friday? I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know, the other guy convinced me to work nights for him. So yeah, but the other guy who convinced me to work nights, I've worked for him on almost every single one of these trips, except for the night in Vegas, because I wasn't staying in Vegas. We flew there, we went to Metallica, we went to dinner, we flew home. And because I wasn't home or in a room, at any point where I would be able to record anything, and I didn't bring anything with me because it was a day trip, he was basically forced to hire somebody else to work that night. And the guy did such a bad job that he refuses to let me fucking have a day off. So I'm just like, dude, listen, I'm going to be out of town this weekend. I'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I absolutely cannot work Sunday night, Monday morning. Absolutely cannot do it because I will be on the way home. Oh, John may be a while. He left at 5:58. The weather's terrible. There's an accident on the ramp. Great. So we're going to be talking about this for a while, I guess. I wonder if that's where Jay the Skeleton got caught up too. Anyway. But where was I? Oh, Vegas. Yeah. So like, I'm like, I absolutely can't work Sunday because I'll be on the way home at the usual time. And he goes, okay. I told him, make plans to hire somebody else because I don't know if I'm going to be working. And he was like, I'm just going to send you some short scripts those days. Okay, great. I guess I'm working. So, I know you would have. I know. Jasmine would have been on time if I let her host. Yeah. Like, I understand why John's always late. Like, I don't have a problem with it because it's, he's got to work. And what he's doing is helping other people. So, I am perfectly okay with him running late. It's all good. So he'll be a little bit. He might not be until like the third segment. So this might be a very awkward first hour of this show, to be perfectly honest. Whenever John gets here, he's promised that him and Jay the Skeleton are doing the weather today. Doing it together. I don't know. We'll find out. I would offer to just call and let you host, but I don't know how well that's going to work. I haven't tested that out since that disastrous episode where John did it from home and decided he was never doing the show from home again. I mean, if it's as bad as it supposedly is out there, I was out there for a few, man. I went out there to, grab my mighty taco before the show. Yeah, it's a little cold, it's a little wet, so I can imagine it's probably not great driving conditions right now. But yeah, John will eventually be here. It was Jill's fault because she was running late because the roads were terrible and they shipped me off to... I mean, you don't need to apologize or nothing. Like, I'm not, like, you got to do what you got to do, and I'd rather you be safe, and I'd rather he be safe. Like, I'm not going to hold that against you guys, yeah, I don't drive, so I don't know, I haven't been off my porch since, like, Friday. So I have no idea, like, what the roads are like, and I can only imagine that they're bad because it is cold and wet out there. So I don't, mostly bad drivers, and everyone's on the road for some reason. Yeah, Yeah, so I mean, if you're out there, you're driving, you're listening on all WNY on your drive home or whatever, be careful out there, guys. We want you all safe. Every single one of you. We want you all safe. Get where you're going. Watch out for the other drivers. I've seen a couple of accidents now in the last month. My kid got into an accident. She's fine. She was turning left, and this was in good weather. She was turning left with a green arrow, and the other person just comes. John's out defending the city against giant robot spiders. Hey, it's possible. Anyway, but she was turning left at a green arrow, and then the other driver just wasn't paying attention or whatever. I don't know, just barreled through and hit her at 40 miles an hour. And luckily, she's fine. And just, car's totaled. She's okay. Little bruises, nothing. Just seatbelt wounds, which is what I had when I got into my accident. And then I saw we're friends, but we're not, we have very different opinions on things. I don't want to say we're not friends because we've argued about the definition of pro-choice before, but his kid got into an accident and was okay, 19-year-old, I think, and was okay. And he's like, yeah, the worst thing is a parent getting the phone call that your kid's been in an accident. Dude, yeah, I know. I literally just, I guess she texted me the next day because I had texted her a couple of nights before because I saw my friend Amanda posted this thing that was like, bestie, please let me merge. It was like a decal to put on the back of the car. And every time I'm in the car with my kid, she calls the other drivers on the road, bestie. So I was like, oh, you need this. And then she said, hey, I literally said what that sticker said. And I was going to tell you about it, but then I got into an accident. And she told me all about the accident. See, we don't want anybody getting in accidents, man. Accidents suck. Even if everybody's okay, accidents suck. Having to fucking deal with insurance and deal with damage to your cars. John knows all about that. I know all about that. Having to pay $1,500 to replace a light pole or whatever the fuck that cost me, $15,000. I don't know. It was a 1 and a 5 and some zeros. I don't remember the exact cost, but it was, my insurance covered it. I didn't have to pay shit. But I took out a lamp post. They've replaced it since then, I think, finally. But yeah, I don't wish car accidents on anybody. So yeah, very, very much okay with you getting home safe, Jill, and with John taking his time to get here if it means he's going to be safe. So everybody just be careful out there if you got to go out, if you got to drive, if you're doing whatever. So, and I don't think bad weather stops people from being out as nearly as much anymore. Cause now people aren't going to go out because of the bad weather, but they are going to DoorDash and they're going to Instacart and they're going to do all that shit where, now other people who are, a little more willing to drive are now out driving. So, it's not really decreasing traffic at all in bad weather and other situations. I know I fucking DoorDashed earlier, so I'm probably going to do it again after the show. Just because, I didn't want to buy more food. I'm like, I have food for breakfast, and I have food for, my 3 a.m. dinner. And I don't really want to, I don't really want to make anything that's going to leave leftovers because I'm literally leaving tomorrow. And I don't want to just go buy a bunch of food because if I Instacart, I'm going to get another pumpkin pie and that's going to sit in my fridge for 4 days while I'm not here to eat it. I'm going to have to eat the whole damn thing when I get home so it doesn't go bad, So, I'm probably DoorDashing again after. So there will be, I'm sorry in advance to whoever gets my DoorDash order and has to go out in this shit and deal with these idiot drivers out here. Johnny Mercury got a job as a scorekeeper at a hockey rink, mostly at night. He gets it. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, that was the other thing, was like, my buddy's like, when do you want to leave? He says, we can leave tomorrow night, or we can leave at the ass crack of dawn on Friday. And I'm like, dude, like, we've got the Airbnb tomorrow. I think it would probably be better to go tomorrow, but you're the one that's got to drive. So if you don't feel like you're going to be up for driving, over basically, leaving at like 7 p.m. and it's like a 5-hour drive, we get there at like midnight, you're the one driving, dude. Like, that's up to you. If you don't feel like you want to do the night drive, cool. But we do have the Airbnb, so we are leaving tomorrow night. So hopefully, the weather will be, I don't know what the weather's like. I haven't looked at what it's going to be like in Detroit. I'm just excited to go to Detroit. But what I wanted to know, what I was going to start this discussion with, was like, when you travel, let me know in the comments, in the chat. Let's talk about this. When you travel, do you prefer big cities or like, farmland? I don't know. Like, what's the alternative to big cities? Because I am 100% a big city guy. I love going to big cities. And I was talking to somebody the other night. We were talking about big cities. I was talking about New York specifically, because we were talking about, we were talking about something, and I ended up like, oh, hey, here's my pictures from New York City. And they were like, I would never go to New York City because anxiety. It's like, okay, I get it. I love New York, but I know, like, big cities aren't for everybody. So, like, what's your preferred travel destination? Depends what your purpose of travel is. Okay. I mean, for me, it's always concerts, or it's always, like, I do want to go back to New York within the next couple of months. I want to go see the Christmas tree, which I think they light at the end of this month. So sometime between the end of this month and the end of the year. So basically in December, I want to go back to New York. Johnny Mercury, big cities and small towns. He lived in Chicago, so he's dealt with both. I've been to Chicago. I've stayed in Chicago, actually. I stayed there for a night. When I was on Judge Mathis, they put me up in a hotel downtown Chicago, and they gave me $75 in vouchers for a local restaurant, which was like, it was me and my kid's mom, and we're sitting there like, we used all the vouchers, but we had all this fucking food to bring home. It was so much food. We should all go and see the tree together. I'm going regardless. So, I don't know when. I haven't decided yet, because I know I got a busy fucking month this month. Because I got this Detroit trip this weekend. Next weekend, we're at Tudor Lounge, November 18th, with Shambles, Abandoned Trains, and Main Breaker. That's technically my birthday show. I'm not calling it a birthday show, but technically that's my birthday show, because it would have been this Saturday if I wasn't already going to Detroit. And then the 25th, I got my MTV, my little MTV thing that I'm doing, the MTV era DJ thing, where I'm gonna be like the Kurt Loder to your MTV viewer. And I'm going to tell you that on MTV News, you hear it first. Jasmine's upset she can't make me a Hail Satan cake, which she has done before. I've gotten some cool birthday cakes from people who are just like, I got a purple skull one year. I remember that birthday, man. That was a shit birthday, because like, it was fun because I get to hang out with one of my best friends. But at the same time, like, it was it was the night of the shooting at the Eagles of Death Metal show in what was like France or something like that. And so like I'm sitting, Jazz can get a license and meet us in New York. There you go. So I'm like sitting at my neighbor's house back when she used to live next door to me, and we're, you know, I got this cool purple birthday cake. I think my kid was there with us, and like I'm just sitting on the fucking couch with my phone, and I'm reading all this shit about all this stuff that happened at the Eagles of Death Metal show. Can I please change it? No. I just looked at my phone and looked at that message from earlier from a client. Like, no, I can't fucking change it because I am technically not here. I went on vacation yesterday, and I've got this guy in my fucking inbox. It was after I fucking went on vacation. He sends me a revision request. I need this as soon as possible. This is at 4:30 in the morning. At noon today, he's like, hey, can I get a status update? And literally like put in for a status update. I'm like, theoretically, I don't have to answer this until Monday, right? Because I'm not back to work until Monday. But I am currently, I mean, not right at the moment, but like I am in the middle of a large order because I procrastinate on these large orders, even though I'm like, yo, I need to get, I'm gonna start early. This is due in 5 days. I'm gonna do like 5 jobs a day, 5 scripts a day out of this 25 script, you know, order. And then I don't fucking start until like the day before it's due. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna do all of these in the next, 36 hours, which is the situation I find myself in right now. But obligations, podcast, here I am. And where the fuck was I even going? Oh, so like, yeah, but yeah, it was a great birthday because I got to hang in with great people, but it was also a shit birthday because like I'm reading about all this death and whatever in all this mass murder at this rock show in France, and it's like, oh man, like this is shit, like. Are we getting wretched calendars? He's not going to give them to us for free, but I mean, I'll order them for us. They're part of. We're going to be in the wretched. What the fuck's the name of the magazine? Wretched Sound magazine. We're going to be in their December issue, which is going to have a 2024 calendar inside of it, and we're going to be representing May. We get to do my birthday at band practice this year? No, we don't. I'm literally, unless we're practicing Monday. If we're practicing Monday, I didn't know about it. But, because Monday's my birthday. But I'll be coming home we're leaving like probably right after the Metallica show on Sunday night to come home because my buddy's got to work at 1 o'clock. I get to wear the birthday fuck. We did band practice on Jill's birthday next Thursday. Okay. We did band practice on Jill's birthday, and John and I, speaking of John, hey, look who it is. Just in time for a song break. We're talking about birthdays and the birthday crown.
Yeah.
And how you and I went running around and bought all this birthday stuff for Jill before practice, and we got the fucking tiara. She says I get to wear it on Thursday next week. So
nice.
Yeah.
First, get my thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're here just in time for us to throw to a song break. So this is still pretty early for John, yeah. Anyway.
Hi, Jazzy.
Coming up tomorrow night. I won't be able to go because
it's horrible out there, by the way.
Yeah, so I've heard. I can imagine. I mean, I know it's cold. I know it's wet, so it's got to be icy.
Jay's pissed off at me.
Who is what? Jay, the skeleton?
Yeah.
For making him come out here.
Yeah.
Is he here? Did he make it?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, I haven't seen him yet. All right, we'll take it. After we get back, John's going to do the weather with Jay the Skeleton, apparently.
Fuck me.
Anyway.
I gotta go see if he's ready.
Okay, John's going to go see if he's ready. We're going to get it in the song break. Actually, we're not even talking about a show right now because...
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, he's good. All right. We're not even talking about a show right now because actually I was jumping the gun. And we're going to talk about my friend Andrew, who is, he used to be in Eyes of the Blind and Pollock and a bunch of adjacent bands to that. And he's just started doing a kind of a solo project. Just released a song last Friday. He asked us to play it. I told him to remind us and he didn't do it, but I remembered anyway. This is a song from his new project. The project is called Falling Autumn. And the song is called With Me. It's available on all your streaming platforms, and you get to hear it right now on the all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. That was Falling Autumn. That song is called With Me on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. That song's available now wherever you listen to music. Nah, cool song. I like it. I dig it. That's my buddy Andrew. But I mean, so you told me Jay the Skeleton's here. You told me he's ready. Where is he?
Dude, come on, get over here.
Where is it? You're telling me you told them last week. Jasmine said that song was pretty dope. You told me he was coming. You told them last week he was coming.
He was supposed to be right here.
I haven't seen the guy. I don't know. You're telling me he's here. I don't know what's going.
Alright, let's hurry this up. I got a hot date, man, with 2 vampire days.
All right, fine. Okay, it's 36 degrees outside, and this is Jay the Skeleton. See, we're not the same person. So it's 36 degrees outside. The lowest today is 34. The highest tomorrow is going to be 55 degrees, and the lowest will be 43 degrees. And it's going to be, no! Anyway,
I shave my balls for this.
What the hell was that?
he was here.
Something just happened. I don't know what happened, man.
I didn't even finish the weather.
Crazy shit's going on here, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. That was weird.
He was right here.
One second I'm here, and the next minute I'm in like some like weird abyss.
Right. I don't know, but I proved the point. We're not the same person.
I don't know what happened, man. I vanished into some abyss. I gotta watch the replay later.
I swear to God he was here. Did you guys see him?
Did you guys see Jay the Skeleton?
I'm not Jay the Skeleton.
Apparently Jay the Skeleton and John were in the same room. I don't know what happened. It was weird, man. Wonder if that's what happens when like the Undertaker vanishes people, you know, like they just disappear.
Well, don't bring him in here.
He pops up in their place. I don't know.
But I proved the point. I'm not Jay the Skeleton.
Apparently he's not Jay the Skeleton.
No. You go look at the video. Look the replay later.
I'll watch the replay later because the chat is being eerily silent about the
appearance of him.
The appearance of Jay the Skeleton.
And he's got 2 hot dates, I guess, with vampires.
Okay. Good for him.
Apparently. I don't know.
Good for him. At least somebody's getting dates. I can't even get 1 date. Well, I guess I can get 1 date. It's a second date. That's Johnny Mercury says that song sounded very 95 Ozzy Osbourne Osmosis album. Yeah, I could hear that. I could definitely hear that. Yeah. But John, are we watching wrestling Friday? Jill wants to know.
I want to, but I gotta work.
And he shaved his balls. Who shaved his balls?
Apparently Jay did, I guess. I don't know. Oh my God. But he will be popping up on this show once in a while. That's all I can tell you guys.
Oh, does that mean I get to be sucked into the abyss again?
Yes.
Great.
Because next time, he's going to do the weather, and I'm just going to sit here and see how he likes it.
Okay, then.
And he can tell you the weather about hell.
All right. There you go. Jay the Skeleton's going to apparently come back and do the weather at some point.
At some point. I don't know what episode.
John posted on his wall again about balls, Jill thinks.
Jill! What does she fucking do right now?
Hey, look, that's us. Let's see. Somebody mentioned me in a comment. Let's see.
I swear to God.
We're going to find out.
Mine's not loading.
Nope. I don't see anything about your balls on here.
Jill. I swear to God.
Look at this. Kazoos and streamers. Oh, streamers rule.
Apparently I had something else.
Yeah. Please don't sue us, WWE. We didn't mean for that to play on the show. Jay the Skeleton's apparently Johnny Mercury's neighbor near his house in Wizard Beach, parts unknown.
Probably, yeah. You don't live with me. I can't. He scares the hell out of me.
I don't know. You seem to be pretty buddy-buddy with him. You're always bringing him on the show. You brought him here a couple of weeks ago. You apparently brought him here today.
Yeah, I threw him in the fucking trunk.
Yeah.
He scares me. I'm afraid he's gonna pop out with a knife.
Anyways. So we were talking about, before you got here, we were talking about travel destinations. What do you prefer, John? Do you prefer big cities? Do you prefer the country? Where do you like to travel to?
I like anything that can go hiking.
Okay.
So I like. I mean, cities are nice, but I mean, like, more like country.
I mean, I have definitely dragged you around some cities.
Oh yeah, you did.
Going hiking. So, I mean, not like hiking, but like hiking in, urban settings.
or rising money, and he will do it live. Wait, what?
You're shaving your head and we're raising money and you're going to do it live, apparently. That's what Jill says.
I'm not bald yet.
Jay the Skeleton.
Couple years.
Jay the Skeleton owes Johnny Mercury $30 and a bag of Cheetos, apparently.
I'll talk to him later about this.
I don't know, man. It might be full of ball hair with Cheetos. Johnny Mercury wants to spend his retirement years in Canada.
What's going on my glasses? I'm like bending. I can't get them like focus. There you go. I ripped off. You know, I have no more contacts, so I'm just waiting for something to come in. They're like crooked on my face.
What should we donate to? The Music is Art Foundation. Of course, if you want to donate to the Music is Art Foundation, I've got my birthday fundraiser open for them. I think we've raised like $26 so far. So
yeah, that's cool.
You know, it's
what it is.
It is what it is. The one person who donated is part of Music is Art. So we need more people to donate. John's finding guitar picks. It's because I've been playing a lot of guitar, so I'm just throwing the guitar picks wherever. I'm like, I have all this fucking work to do, and I'm just like, hey, you know what I want to do right now? I want to play the entirety of Green Day's Dookie on guitar. We need something huge for John to go bald.
I'm not shaving my head anytime soon.
Johnny Mercury says your crooked glasses remind him of Blank Man.
Great.
That was what, Damon Wayans, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Classic.
I don't know if I ever actually saw the movie. I probably
right.
Did I see the movie? I don't know, because like I might have seen it.
Why is I'm trying to understand?
Because I'm thinking of I know I'm thinking of like Handyman from In Living Color. It was also Damon Wayans.
Handyman?
Handyman, yeah, you know, he was a handicapped superhero.
Oh yeah.
Never underestimate the power of the handicap. That segment probably hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of In Living Color hasn't aged well. But much like a lot of those shows from the early 90s. Launched a lot of good careers, though. Jim Carrey, Fire Marshal Bill. Do you know, in Liar Liar, in the background, there is a cameo by Fire Marshal Bill.
Yep, I've seen that.
I want to watch that. I don't own it on digital, and I don't want to put it on fucking DVD because that requires getting up.
I didn't catch it at first.
No, I don't think a lot of people did until like the internet told them about it. You know, I certainly didn't see it. But I've, I know about it now. I think I threw it into a Things You Might Not Know at some point. I don't know what episode it would have been in, but yeah, he's definitely Fire Marshal Bill is in Liar Liar. I follow if you can burp says, hey gents, can you burp on command?
No,
I can't either. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. I can do this, though. Anyway.
Lame.
Yeah.
I know, we're lame. Sorry.
It's because I don't drink as much Pepsi anymore.
He's the brains.
I'm drinking water.
Make your t-shirt.
Jim Carrey's Venus de Milo, the fitness lady, or Fire Marshal Bill. Yeah. Bald for boobs for breast cancer.
Ain't that something else? For
good-
breast cancer,
good-
you dye your hair like pink or something.
You wear the pink ribbons.
Pink ribbons.
That's for awareness. Yes. Anyway.
I'm
or you buy
not
the-
shaving my head for breast cancer. I'll dye my hair.
Or you buy the bracelets. What do the bracelets say? Something like "I love boobies" or something like that. I don't know. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, it's a good cause though.
It is a good cause.
You know we
I'm
like to
doing
do,
it.
you know we like to do causes in this band. You can't say no to boobs, John.
No comment.
We were talking about Psycho Stick the other day because we played a Psycho Stick song on the way home from band practice because Jill was wearing socks, sandals, and pajama pants. And then she said something on Facebook, and Dewey starts replying with all these Psycho Stick stuff. And now we're talking about boobs because boobs. I can't fucking do the growl. But they have a song called Because Boobs.
Mr. Deeds with that old guy. Boob.
It's another movie I haven't seen in a while. I almost bought like an Adam Sandler 4-pack, but it was like $40. I'm like, nah. I'd watch like 2 of these movies, and then the other ones were like fucking Jack and Jill and Punch Drunk Love or some shit. I'm like, nah. I would watch Mr. Deeds. I'd watch probably Big Daddy, but like,
That was on.
I would definitely watch Big Daddy. I actually like that movie. I did watch The Wedding Singer over the course of the weekend, I think. I watched it sometime recently. I don't know.
Like the flock of seagulls.
I can see you do.
I actually kind of do. Their hairstyle.
Yeah. You just need to poof it up a little and just get that little flip over going there. I mean, we almost covered a fucking Flock of Seagulls song and just that whole project fell through. So
No, Joe killed that.
probably for the best, honestly.
For the best. It was for the best. She didn't want us.
Not to mention how much money that would have fucking cost me to put out as the fucking owner of the record label.
Yeah.
Because it would have been like $12 a song, and I think we were doing what, 8 songs or 7 songs or something. So yeah, probably, and that would be annually. So it would be like, what was it, like 12? So 5 would be 60. So another 36 would be. So it'd be like $96 a year I'd have to pay to keep that on fucking streaming.
Yeah, we were doing. I mean,
it was the songs we were done with were good.
Yeah.
Just, if we don't have to play them, we're not gonna play them.
True.
So,
John, if you could be, no, I got this. I got this. If you can be, Link or, okay, I don't got this. Help me out here.
John, if you could be a seagull or a vulture, which would you be?
Be a pterodactyl.
I don't think that was one of the options.
No, I'll be, I'll be a seagull.
I'd be a seagull too. People would just feed me all the time.
Yeah, why not? Mine.
I'll tell you what, man. I was walking through New York City a couple of months ago and just seeing all the pigeons that are just like hanging out. They don't give a fuck about the people. They're just like, hey, what's up?
Pigeons too, yeah. I'm starting to notice.
No, they just fucking walk with you in New York City.
You do?
They don't fly away from people or nothing, man. They're just.
Was that like a Home Alone, the bird lady?
Yeah.
All the pigeons.
Yeah.
They all get attacked. Get attacked by pigeons. Oh!
I've been over at that part of Central Park where they filmed that scene.
Seagulls eat garbage leftovers. Vultures eat dead shit. Well, I'd rather go. I don't.
This is true. You could like literally fly around and just see like what's left over of like a zebra corpse and be like, "Yo, I'm eating this."
I just hang around to like McDonald's or Burger King. Like, come on,
You're just waiting for them to dump yesterday's food into the fucking trash. That's how you're getting food. You're too lazy to fucking scavenge. You're just gonna wait at a trash can for shit to get thrown out.
Yep, pretty much. John, would you rather shave your legs or your head? My legs.
My hi Sistin. She says hi broseph, hi Sistin.
You got an assistant?
Sistin, not assistant. Her name's Kristen. She's my ex-sister-in-law. She calls me broseph. I call her Sistin.
Oh, okay. It's like, wait.
I have to explain this anyway.
I didn't meet her yet. It's like, oh, Joe's busy right now.
Jill says you're already a seagull because you're already eating garbage, basically.
That is true.
That's pretty much true of both of us.
That is true. So you'll shave your legs on TikTok. Yeah, Joe.
I've been ignored for TikTok over the last couple of days, so anyway.
She posted a video.
Of you
drumming, saying I suck.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's not even a half of the shit we say to John to motivate him. So that was on that video.
Give me a 2-minute drum solo. I only last not even a minute.
I don't know, man. We got a 45-minute set. We might need you to expand that to like 5 minutes.
Are you? It's not in my contract. I gotta watch more drumming movies or videos.
I was watching YouTube with Logan the other day, and I heard you announcing a wrestling video. I am on 3 different wrestling channels, so that definitely was me. I know sometimes people are like, "Hey, is this you?" But like when they mention a wrestling channel, it's like, well, I do Slat Rock Wrestling, I do WrestleLamia, I do Wrestle with Andy, I occasionally do sports entertainment, whatever the fuck that channel is. I don't know. I do like several wrestling channels. So yeah, it was me. Anyway, those are the ones I was talking about earlier in the show that I literally cannot escape from when I leave town. Like I'm out of town this weekend and still working for 2 wrestling channels. I'm like, come on. Like, and then the other guy's like, hey, I got 2 more scripts for you. I'm like, dude, I am literally leaving town. Like, but, you know, I'm already working for Slat Rock and WrestleLamia. Might as well make it the trifecta and do Wrestle with Andy too. Like, why the hell not? So, you know, that's...
I made John watch Warship. It's a...
Whiplash.
Whiplash. It was about a drummer doing solos and stuff. Yeah, she made me watch it.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah. I really do suck at drums. I feel like I'm in 18 years. Just like out the fucking window.
I'm getting messages from Leland who knows what I'm doing right about now.
You know we're on a show, buddy.
Do I have a Sabres 70s flag or banner or something kicking around? No? I don't think so. I don't know. I'll get back to him after the show.
But I'm going to try to do better, even though I suck.
Well, you got a week and a half to practice. You go home, you just practice your drums.
John's what? A Neiman? Neiman?
She says she's Fletcher and you're Neiman. Or not, I don't know. I never saw it.
I'm Fletcher. Yes, yeah. That's, The way you guys motivate me, really.
What do I think about the new Vince memes? I don't know if I've actually seen any. So, do you have any idea of Vince McMahon memes? What she's talking about? We don't talk wrestling much on this show. So
we're not allowed to.
Yeah, we've been told people tune out when they do that. So, no, I'm
confused. Why are you confused, Jazzy?
Yeah,
Tell us why you're confused.
I'm confused too. How did I end up in that void? One minute I'm sitting here chastising you because you told me a guy was going to be on the show and I hadn't seen him, and then I'm not here. I don't know what happened. It was weird.
But I proved a freaking point.
Got
I am
supernatural bullshit going on in this show now.
I am not Jay the Skeleton. I proved a point. Not everybody knew that. We don't have the same eye color.
This is a local music podcast where we don't talk about local music either, except when we get to song breaks.
True, yeah,
this is
true.
a general interest podcast.
Yes.
We talk about whatever the hell comes to mind, but we have been specifically told by listeners that they tune out when we get to the wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
So
Where comes to mind?
we try. Yeah, whatever comes to mind. Like this week, we're talking about traveling.
It hurts to think sometimes.
Last week we were talking about Christmas movies. This week we're talking about traveling because I'm about to do a little traveling.
This guy over here.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on this guy.
Yeah, my mom texted me yesterday like, "You're going to another Metallica concert?" Like, yeah. She's like, you can save money. I'm like, but then I don't get to go to the concert.
No. So now my guitarist brought up to me. I didn't know this was true. When he was alive, Joey Jordison, he filled in for Metallica,
Yeah, true.
and it was
That
pretty
happened.
sick.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I found that out yesterday.
John, guess who booked a tour?
Not us.
Not us.
We're a shitty punk band.
Our schedule prevents us from going on tour, and our outside of the band schedule.
That is true.
Yeah. I'm told to go to Vermont. I have not been to Vermont yet.
Please tell me, who?
I'm interested to know.
Guess who booked a tour?
Who booked a tour?
Please tell me. Is it obvious? Is it Falling in Verse, Escape to Fate, Taking Back Sunday?
She says Ronnie.
Ronnie?
We're
going. They coming to Buffalo?
Anyway, I'm told to go to Vermont. I'm
Going to Vermont?
I guess I'm going to Vermont. I've never been to Vermont. I do big cities usually when I travel. So, which since the pandemic, I've been to San Francisco, Las Vegas, Pittsburgh, twice, New York, Nashville,
Ohio.
And now I'm going to Detroit. I guess Ohio technically counts. We were there for like an hour or two to eat. We went to fucking Becky's. Fucking Becky's.
Fucking Becky's with a broken leg. Broken foot.
John on a broken foot. I dragged this poor boy around. Hey, man, you said you like hiking.
No Buffalo, but Ohio. I got my car back. Let's go.
Yeah, I tried to get him to go to Ohio for Escape the Fate, and he's like, I think about it. And then he told me
I didn't have my car.
Yeah, he told me like 2 days before. You're like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm like, God damn it.
Sorry. I'll make it up to you.
I imagine Vermont would be beautiful. Just,
Fucking Becky's.
Next time Metallica books a show there, I'll be sure to make that part of my itinerary.
Those breakfast sandwiches were kick-ass.
Dude, Becky's is fucking awesome. If you're ever in Cleveland, fucking Becky's.
People are nice there. It's like,
I
hope you feel good. Thank you.
Yeah, all the people in there were nice. The waitress was awesome. Like, everybody's fucking cool at Becky's. I've been there a couple of times and never had a problem. Fucking love it. It's a great place. Right around the corner from the bus station.
And then he almost got me shot.
And then I almost got John shot. This is true.
With a
True
broken
story.
leg.
True story. Because
Yeah.
we were told like 3 times on that trip that the bus station in Cleveland's in a bad neighborhood.
Oh, that's great. You make it out alive. I won't.
And then we're fucking Google sending us around the block.
Let me hold 10.
Google's sending us around the block from the bus station to get to Becky's when all it was we had to turn left and then left again and we're right there. It sent us around the fucking block and this guy's like, yo, let me hold $10. And I gave him, he helped us find where we were looking for. And then he asked me for $10. I gave him 20. I'm like, yo, don't hurt us. Basically.
BRB. What the hell is that?
That means be right back.
Oh, okay. So I don't know slang.
That's
I'm
internet
old.
speak. You're old enough to know these things, John. You were there for the dawn of the internet.
Yes.
As old as you want to say I am, you're not that much younger than me, buddy. Anyway.
That is true.
Anyway, coming up tomorrow night in Rochester, it is Psych War, who is a war crust band from Philadelphia who are influenced by anti-Cymex, black uniforms, broken bones, and early UK crust. They're playing at the Photo City Music Hall along with Fentanyl Tap Water, Muddle, and Ordnance.
I'll be in Rochester tomorrow.
Ordnance's first show is the show tomorrow night.
I'll
And
be at Water
Street.
Water Street.
Doors are at $8, $10 tickets. It doesn't say what the age range is because Greg didn't do this one apparently. But that's at Photo City Music Hall. That's, what the hell's the address to this place? It's all buried under all these messages I got now. 615 Atlantic Avenue in Rochester. And this is Muddle. And this song is called Blue Haired Girl on all WNY. Think So Joe Show.
She had a mom tattoo on her left arm. Brown eyes, plaid skirt, high socks. If you ever hear this song, give me a call. She's a blue-haired girl. Now she's gone away, but it's okay. We had a good time anyway. Well, where have you gone? I miss you every day, but it's okay. We had a good time anyway. She's dangling off of his arm, yellow clips all in her hair. I can't remember her face, but I still see her blue hair. She's a blue-haired girl. Now she's gone away, but it's okay. We had a good time anyway. Well, where have you gone? I miss you every day, but it's okay. We had a good time anyway. She's a blue-haired girl. Now she's gone away, but it's okay. She's a blue-haired girl. Now she's gone away, but it's okay. We had a good time anyway. Well, where have you gone? I miss you every day, but it's okay. We had a good time anyway.
Muddle on all WNY Think So Joe Show. That song was called Blue Haired Girl. You can catch them tomorrow night at Photo City Music Hall in Rochester.
Why don't you come down to Water
Street Music
Come
Hall.
say hi to me.
Yeah, John's going to be there. You guys are seeing Microwave. Bring me back some popcorn. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't know you guys also had plans tomorrow until I was like, guys, I can't practice next Thursday. And then they're like, we can't either. Like, oh, okay, good.
Take a week off. And plus, Shane couldn't practice yesterday because He had a last train practice.
Gotcha. Yeah. And I didn't get out of bed until like 6 o'clock. So, because that's what I do now. I just sleep all fucking day, especially after these fucking time changes, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. They never fucking affected me when I had like a real job, but now that I make my own schedule, like the time change keeps fucking me up every fucking time.
Yeah, that's shit, man.
I'm like, I got clients like, hey man, when are you delivering this? Like, I don't fucking feel like it. So, you know. And of course, you know, I get to go on vacation a week after the fucking time change, so that'll be fun. The good thing about the time change, though, is that the script I was getting at 2 a.m., I now get at 1 a.m. Because the time didn't change for them. So it's like, I get to fucking be done with work earlier. Like, I get done with that, and I'm like, wait, how the hell is it dinner time? It's only 2 o'clock. Like, I usually eat at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I feel bad for whoever's going to be my DoorDasher, because I'm definitely DoorDashing after this. I didn't want to buy food. I didn't want to, like, stock up on food, and then, like, I'm gone for 3 days, and the food's just fucking sitting here. I got to get cat food tomorrow, because I ordered fucking cat food. Tell me how this makes any sense. Like, first of all, if you... I'm sure you haven't used Instacart, right?
No.
Okay, so when you use Instacart, you can choose your replacements for your items before the shopper even shops. Or you can choose, if the item is out of stock, you can ask for a refund.
Yeah.
So I put in for a 16-pound bag of cat food, figuring they're not going to have it. Assuming they weren't going to have it, and I was just going to have to DoorDash it later from fucking PetSmart or whatever, right? And it's like, pick your replacements. And I put, if they don't have the cat food, give me a refund. Because I knew what the replacement would be for the fucking cat food.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I'm ordering a 16-pound bag of cat food. I have 5 fucking cats. So I knew what the replacement was going to be. The replacement was going to be a 3-pound bag of cat food. Which is fucking dumb. Like, maybe for somebody with 1 cat, a 3-pound bag of cat food's okay, right? I got 5 fucking cats, man. That's going to feed like 2 of them for a day. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I want to, like, so I'm like, I'll just put, I don't want the cat food if you don't have the size I want. Lo and behold, my fucking shopper brings me the fucking 3-pound bag of cat food. So now I paid for this 3-pound bag of cat food. I'm like, what the fuck? So I went on Twitter and I like kind of ranted about it a little bit. And they, you know, Instacart's like, hey, we're sorry you're having trouble with the order. DM us. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to get my shopper in fucking trouble. But like, you know, if it says to refund it, it should have just fucking refunded it. I don't blame the fucking shopper for that. I am under the impression that it just didn't tell her. You know what I mean? So like, what am I going to do? I'm going to be like, I'm going to get this fucking shopper in trouble over a fucking 3-pound bag of cat food. You know, when I wanted a 16-pound bag, I said, give me a refund. I don't want to pay for a fucking 3-pound bag when I know I'm just going to fucking have to order a 16-pound bag anyway. Because I need to fill both of these fucking cat bowls before I leave. I got the automatic feeders. I need to make sure those are full. And then my cats are getting fucking fed while I'm gone, you know? The fucking 3-pound bag ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
It might fill one of those fucking things. Maybe it'll fill both. I don't know. I'll try it tonight. See what happens. Maybe I won't have to order cat food till I get home. It's still fucking ridiculous. You know. Anyway. That's not the only fuck. I got to go on Twitter and I got to complain about fucking FedEx.
Well, fuck those guys.
So
started them.
So I, you know, anybody who's a longtime viewer knows Joe versus shipping and my long-standing beef with FedEx and how I, you know, am constantly complaining about where they leave my fucking packages.
Yeah.
And now FedEx has a fucking thing where they'll show you where they left the package, and then you can give them a fucking ranking, a rating out of 5. You know, like an Instacart or a DoorDash, like something like that. You can do that on FedEx now. So I'm sitting here. doing a job. I get a text message from FedEx. It says, your package is here. Tap here to get the photo. Tap it, get the photo. Sure enough, the picture was taken from the fucking street. Like, this is my biggest problem, is you put the fucking packages in plain view of the fucking street. So it's like, do you want to leave a rating? I'm like, yeah. And I put, it's like, how many stars do you give this? 1. Are you sure you want to give us a 1-star rating? Yes. Why? Because you left my package in plain sight of the fucking street again. And then I took a screenshot of the picture, so I want to send that I want to post that on Twitter later, along with the DM, the screenshot of the DM of the guy who said, I'm going to make sure that they never put your packages in plain sight of the street again. as I do every fucking time FedEx delivers something to my house.
Morons.
Luckily, I was home. It was supposed to come tomorrow. I would have been home anyway at the time that it came, but like, it was supposed to come tomorrow. It came today. Luckily, I was home. Luckily, I was paying attention and was, like, hey, I get to make sure this tape deck works. So I have a working tape deck in the studio now. I'm super fucking excited about that. I actually was talking about that before you got here because I listened to EMF. I listened to that as soon as I got this. Like, I stopped work. I just dropped everything. I'm like, I'm going to make sure this plays. And if it plays, I'm going to hook it up. And then I'm going to listen to a tape. Mm-hmm. I've never heard that album in its entirety before today. That's, you know who EMF is? You're Unbelievable.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I only knew that song, but I bought that tape months ago at fucking Revolver.
They had a lot more songs.
They have a whole album.
I mean, like, that's the only song I ever heard.
That's the only song I've ever heard by them.
Was the rest of the songs pretty good?
They're okay. They're not like they're a little different style.
Were they just one-hit wonders?
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm unbelievable sometimes.
Yeah, you are. And that song, like, the samples from that song are from Andrew Dice Clay and like a Black Panther. And what I never realized was what the one sample from the Black Panther was saying, which is, what the fuck was that? Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever heard that song censored. So you're listening to this song back in the 90s and you're just hearing somebody on the radio go, what the fuck was that? Like, of course, nowadays you have artists like Lady Gaga sneaking the F word into songs that are constantly in rotation on the radio.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people. Well, they don't even play that kind of stuff on the radio. That's just XM radio or something like that.
I'm saying that, like, Jasmine with the eyes in the chat, I'm saying the first song I ever think of when I hear the name Lady Gaga is Poker Face.
Oh, I'm so sick of that song.
But have you ever noticed that in the second, like, there's Poker Face? And the second time she says it, she's not saying poker face.
That's what she's saying.
She's saying fucker face. Yeah, she's legit like done an interview where she said that she is saying fuck instead of poke. And that's been on the radio for all these years. Uncensored. Nobody noticed.
Hey, are we on our actual radio this week?
Yeah, we are.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Buy our merch.
Yes, buy our merch.
Need tips.
Leave tips. I think I finally might have fixed the websites so that they don't go down all the fucking time. Maybe. Here's hoping. They've gone down twice since I migrated them, but hopefully that's just a fucking glitch and not the norm. And
yeah,
I'm like this close to just going back to fucking shared hosting instead of fucking doing these virtual machines and whatever. I was trying to actually migrate to like a different platform, but then when the first step to migrate to the different platform was to migrate within Amazon to something else. So it's like, oh, okay, well maybe this one will work better because this one's the one that's actually meant for fucking websites. And yeah, then my sites have gone down twice since then. So great job, AWS. Anyways. But yeah, merch.thinksojoe.com.
Yes.
Go buy merch. Support my concert habit.
Yes. So you go to a Metallica show.
So I can pay for concert tickets for me and John and other people.
Hopefully I can go with you. If it's not Tuesday.
Dude, I swear to God, if you bail on this fucking Bush show.
What day is that?
It's on a Wednesday. It's the day before Thanksgiving.
I can't. We got a podcast. I can't. I got
You-
a podcast tonight. It is the Jay the Skeleton podcast. I'm his co-host. Sorry. He's paying me a lot more money.
Anyway,
You offered me work for him or die. Okay. Fair enough. You made a good case. I want to live.
we have 3 tickets for this Bush show. We are somebody else's ride. So
It's a Wednesday. We can.
yeah,
We won't be here.
we won't. Jay the Skeleton might, but we won't.
Wait, okay, I gotta check his schedule.
We'll
I
talk
gotta
to him.
talk to him.
We'll talk to him. We'll teach him how to do everything.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, that show's gotta go to hell.
I mean, it is Jay the Skeleton, so you know.
It's definitely going to hell.
Anyways, yeah.
Burn this motherfucker down.
Anyway, yeah, but yeah. Buy our merch and send us
Please.
tips so I could go to more Metallica shows. I was talking to my buddy the other day that I'm going to the show with, and we were talking about. He asked me, "Are you going to any shows next year?" Which I don't have tickets for any shows next year, but I had been like eyeing this Boston show.
Yeah.
Because my friends that I went to see them with in Boston are all going to that show. So I'm like, if I go to Boston, I got to ride there.
Boston.
I got a place to stay. Like, I'm good if I fucking go to Boston. And so he's like, you think you'd go to any shows next year? I said, I'm thinking Boston. And it's like, I would go to more, except they're doing 4 cities next year. 4 U.S. cities next year. 3 of which are on consecutive weeks in August. So the first week of August, they're doing Boston. The second week, they're doing Chicago. And the third week, they're doing Minneapolis. And then, like, a month or 2 later, they're in Seattle. And I'm probably, I'm not going to have the money to do the Seattle thing. I can tell you that. Because then I got to fly out there, plus get a place to stay, plus, all that. So I'm probably not doing the Seattle thing. So I'm like, if I'm doing any of them, I'm only doing one, and it's probably going to be Boston. Because I can't do 3 straight weeks of Metallica shows. I would love to. I just can't. So I'm like, but if I'm going to do any of them, it's probably going to be Boston. And he goes, I might have tickets for Boston in my back pocket already. And he sends me the screenshot and their fucking snake pit passes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Boston. I am going to see what he wants for that snake pit pass because I am fucking going. We're trying to win snake pit passes for this weekend. We did not win the meet and greet. They announced those winners today. They're announcing the snake pit winners tomorrow. And then there's something to do with the blackened whiskey thing that we both entered. And I don't even know what the fuck it is, but I think they're announcing those winners either tomorrow or the next day. But the thing about it is they are literally giving away snake pit passes. In a sense of, one, you can, when you go, they have these little pop-up shops. And when you go to the pop-up shop, as you're in line to get in, they hand you these little tickets, these little cards. And you can scan it and see if you've instantly won snake pit passes for that weekend. when you buy stuff at the pop-up store, they give you more of those. I think it's per like, you know, a certain amount that you spend. I don't know if it's 100 or 50 or whatever. I know like I got one, and I think the girl Alex that I was hanging out with in New York, she got like 2 of them because she bought like a hoodie and a t-shirt and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
And I know I definitely spent over $100 there because my buddy owes me like $95 for merch. But anyway, and I bought a t-shirt there. But I've also seen on their like Instagram stories that they basically have members of their team just going up to people at random, like, here you go. 2 snake pit passes for you. Like, oh, great. Thanks. Cool. You know, so I'm hoping that happens to us. Honestly, I would love to be in the snake pit. Like, that'd be fucking awesome. So, hopefully, here's hoping, you know.
A couple days ago, I guess I saw a video of Guns N' Roses reunited with their old drummer on stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. You know,
The
I watched
original
the other day
drummer.
was Green Day just a couple of weeks ago playing Dookie in its entirety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secret show in Las Vegas before the When We Were Young festival. They fucking played Dookie from front to back. It was fucking amazing. Which is why, like, yesterday when I was procrastinating, I'm just like, you know, I'm going to play Dookie from front to back on guitar. Like, because I can do that.
You can do that?
I can do that. I gotta have the chords in front of me, but I can do that. And then, like, there's a couple of songs that I'm just like, how the fuck does this start? And I have to go on, like, YouTube Music and listen to it, but then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And then I got it. It's such a simple fucking album to play.
Not
It's like
for
Nirvana's
drums.
Nevermind.
Not for drums.
Or bass. Guitar is
bass.
fucking easy, though.
Trey Cole is one sick-ass drummer.
Yeah, for sure.
And he could probably do a 2-minute drum solo perfectly good.
I mean, most drummers can do a 2-minute drum solo perfectly good.
That's a challenge, huh?
That is a challenge.
You are digging just like Joe is. Digging your nails into me. You're doing this. You do this every show. Shane doesn't say anything. He just laughs at me.
Wonder what Josh from Grosh is doing on the 18th. He could do
Jay, you take over. I'm done.
He could do a long long drum solo. We've seen him do them. Several of them in a show. They're all several minutes long.
All right.
Grace and Megan and the bass player, they
You
get
know,
to just leave the stage.
How about you invite them? Invite them to the fucking show. I'll show them all.
They're probably fucking playing shows. You know Grosh. They're always fucking playing.
I'm going to rock so hard, Chris is going to kick me out of that bar.
Like, dude, you've been playing this solo for 3 hours.
Go home. You're too loud.
Yeah. Come see John do a very long guitar solo.
You saw me bust my ass on a trampoline.
I can't promise you John will bust his ass on a trampoline on the 18th, but he's going to play a very long very long drum solo. I keep wanting to say guitar because that's what I play. Anyway.
You will not see me play guitar. Ever. Because I suck. I can admit that. But I'm a very good I'm a good drummer. Now, I'll be very good on the 18th. Doubt me. I want you to doubt me because it makes me better. Makes me better. I'm gonna prove the slappy pants over here. And Jill.
She said
Over
she'd be
there.
right back. That was like a half an hour
Yeah.
ago.
Jill, I'm going to show you up. I'm going to show Jill up. I'm going to show Shane up. I don't have to show Shane. He just laughs at me, like I said. He doesn't say anything. I think he's laughing at me because he agrees with you guys. I suck.
I mean, he is in a band with Bryce.
Yeah, you call Bryce. Call Bryce. Call the 18-year-old. Call him up. Say that we got a job open for living brain dead. Well,
John, you know I can't replace you. You owe me money.
Oh, great.
It's saving you this time.
So you admit I suck at drums, and I'm in the band because I owe you money. So you gotta deal with me and try to pay you off, and then you can get a better drummer. Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm kidding. I couldn't replace you.
Brian wouldn't let it.
Nope.
Bastard.
Love you, John.
Yeah, love you too. Fortunately.
Anyways. Chat just got really fucking quiet. We were fine up until that last song break, and they're like,
Let's talk about wrestling.
they're like, oh, fucking female fronted punk. We don't want to listen to this.
We are the ones. He's my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I still acknowledge him.
I mean, LA Knight basically beat him. They just didn't count it right.
I didn't finish the pay-per-view. Thank you. There you go.
Well, you're the one that started talking about wrestling. So
I know.
the show was 4 fucking days ago.
I know. I just been
Sleeping?
No sleeping, just
That's
got
what I've been
bored.
doing.
Got bored of it for a minute, and then I turned something else on.
Yeah, what the fuck was I? What was I doing? I was doing something else during Crown Jewel too. Like I wasn't like actually paying attention. I think was I listening to records and playing video game. I don't know. I had the show on. I know that
I was
much.
watching that movie, then I started watching Straight Outta Compton again.
I still haven't seen that. I gotta watch that.
It's on Peacock.
Yeah, it was on TV last night too, but I was like working. Like that's my problem when I'm fucking about to go on vacation is I'm always knee deep in these like $600 fucking jobs, and I'm like, fuck, I should have started this earlier. Of course, when I left for New York, I did start that earlier. And look at that! Look at this ancient relic. It's a Google Stadia controller. That doesn't even exist anymore. Anyways, I should start doing gaming streams again. It's been a minute. I think the last one was Christmas. Just my problem is I didn't buy Mortal Kombat. I would have done one for Mortal Kombat 1, but I didn't buy it. I still haven't bought it.
How would you feel doing a whole? One of these weeks, I take a week off. I take a show off for the week, and you and Jay the Skeleton host the show.
Oh boy.
For 2 hours. Ain't that would that be something?
That would be
Painful.
terrible.
Terrible for you. I won't do it with him.
Didn't you just say you were doing one in 2 weeks with him when you're supposed to be going to this Bush show?
I'm not doing a show with him. He's doing a show.
Okay, Jay the Skeleton's doing a show in 2 weeks. That's gonna be interesting.
And we're gonna go listen to Bush.
We're gonna go see Bush. Yeah.
Glycerine.
And what you can do on Saturday
Yeah, Saturday.
is you can go to the Fall Ball, which is at the Town Ballroom. That is 10 bands across 2 stages. Let's see. This is a big lineup here. So it's there's the main stage, which starts at 5:45 with David Jonathan and the Inner City Bedlam, followed by Laszlo, Hollyfield, Functional Flow, Pharaoh, and Witty Tarbox on that stage. And then over at the Oxford stage, they're at 5:15. That starts a little bit earlier. That's Bew, B-E, and then U with an umlaut. I don't know how to pronounce that. But that's at 5:15. And then Diany, another one with accents that I don't understand. Aircraft, Grace Greenan, and then closing that stage out at 10:15 is Johnny Hart and the Mess. There's food for sale by the Bijou Grill. That's 16 plus admitted, 4:30 p.m. doors, $25 advance, $35 day of the show. That's 10 bands for $25.
Not bad.
Funky formal attire encouraged. and then it says whatever that means to you.
Yeah.
That's at the Town Ballroom, 681 Main Street in Buffalo. Again, 16 and over admitted, $25 advance, $35 day a show, 4:30 p.m. doors. This is Grace Greenan. She's playing that at 9 p.m. on the Oxford stage. And this song is called 6 a.m. on LWNY. ThinkSoJoE Show.
I don't wanna talk. We might need a break. I won't walk away. I just need some change. I don't want the drugs. I just want some love. If it's too much to ask, let's give it up. It's a mistake. Thinking of the shit inside my brain. Hoping maybe one day you might change. All this talk is making me insane. It's a mistake. Why aren't you trying? I'm losing my mind and all night I've been crying. It's like I've been dying initially. I didn't wanna fall back. I lost it again when I was crawling back. You don't know me like you used to. I'm the one that's got to lose you. All I know is that I've been afraid. It's a mistake. Thinking of the shit inside my brain. Hoping maybe one day you might change. All this talk is making me insane. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. I know you're dodging the one-on-one. You know there's things that can be undone. We might just have to admit it's over. Admit it was fun. You think I'm selfish for choosing me. I think you love to. You thought I need. We might just have to admit it's over. Admit that we're done.
That was Grace Greenan on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show. You can catch her at the Town Ballroom this weekend on Saturday, part of the Fall Ball, which is 10 bands across 2 stages. She's playing at 9 o'clock on the Oxford stage. And wear funky formal attire, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm doing Saturday night. I know where I'll be Friday night. I know where I'll be Sunday night. I don't know where I'll be Saturday night. No clue. I'd like to find some local... I gotta sneeze. Never happens on air. That was the first time. Anyway, I want to find some local bands, but I don't know what my buddy's gonna be up for. You know, like what he wants to do. Plus, Metallica's got like all this shit that they actually are like sponsoring in the area over the course of the weekend. I think like their, Metallica tribute bands play shows every city. I was told, I think James's kids band's playing.
Really?
Yeah.
His band?
Yeah. James' kid and Lars's kids.
Really?
Have bands, yeah. And
Together?
Rob's, not together. And of course, Rob's kid is in Suicidal Tendencies. Rob filled in for him at a show.
Yeah.
Just recently. Rob played a whole show with Suicidal.
His old band?
Yeah. But when I was in San Francisco, when I went, the day in between the Metallica shows, when I went to the Full House,
Oh, yeah.
I was walking up the street and I bump into this guy and we got to talking, and it turns out he's the talent buyer for a local bar there in San Francisco. You got to stop putting your headphones near your microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
My glasses are like crooked, like trying to fix them.
Anyway, but it turns out this guy's this fucking talent buyer for this local bar in San Francisco. And he actually invited me to this show. That was he invited me for free, and I'm like, I didn't want to commit to it. And then I didn't find out till like after I got back to my hotel that was a fucking $50 ticket he was offering me, because it was one of the artists that's on the Metallica Blacklist, which is like the covers of all the songs on the Black album.
Yeah.
That came out when they released the box set. But he was telling me like the night before, they had like both James and Lars's kids' bands playing at this fucking club. It's like, dude, that's fucking awesome. Like, I wish I heard about that, but I wasn't in town. Like, I got to town Friday afternoon, just in time to check into my hotel before the Friday night show. Which is gonna be cool about this one because we're actually getting into town the night before. I don't gotta worry about if I'm gonna be 6 hours fucking late getting into town. So. I could be 6 hours later than I expect getting into town and still make it to the show on time. Not miss Mammoth this time. I'm super excited to see Mammoth. I didn't get to see him last time. I got to see the tail end of Pantera.
Mammoth.
It's Wolfgang Van Halen's band.
Oh, okay.
And, Eddie Van Halen's kid. So.
I hear it's pretty good.
Yeah, we get to see all these fucking rock legends' kids playing now. It's fucking amazing.
Is it any Ice Nine Kills?
Ice Nine Kills on Sunday. Actually, the person I had the date with last week, I didn't tell them I had a date. I told you. The person I went on the date with last week that has since like completely ghosted me. So.
Oh really?
I told you that wasn't gonna work, didn't I? Yeah. I literally, we were talking about this over the weekend, and I was like, yeah, it's not going anywhere. Don't worry about it. Like.
Yeah, she already made fun of you about your age.
She did. She totally did. But she posted on Halloween, like she was trying to, like her kid was like, this isn't Halloween music when she was playing Ice Nine Kills. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna see them for like the 5th time next week. And she's like, I've never seen him. I'm never going to get to see him. I'm like, they tour all the fucking time. Like,
they're on tour. They're doing their own tour right
I know. We got to go. We got to go to fucking Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking killer lineup. It's them and In This Moment and fucking New Year's Day. And who's the other one?
Avatar.
Avatar. Fucking Avatar, dude. Avatar is badass.
Very.
I'm still, even though they have ignored my texts over the last couple of days, I'm still gonna send them video of Ice Nine Kills because I told them I would. That's the kind of guy I am. I keep my promises. Anyway, so but they're like, I'm never gonna get to see them. I'm like, dude, I've seen them 5 times without even fucking trying. Like I never even heard them before I saw them in Vegas. And the thing about like a tour for Ice Nine Kills, right, is like, yeah, I've seen Ice Nine Kills. It'll be 5 times after this coming Sunday.
You've seen more than me.
Well, it'll be 5 times after this weekend.
Yeah.
But like, it's not an ideal setting to see Ice Nine Kills. Right? Ice Nine Kills is like a band you need to see in a headlining tour at like a town ballroom sized venue.
Yeah.
They're not really, I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not deserving of this spot or anything, but they're not a band you should see with Metallica.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a sense of anytime I see Metallica, Jasmine looks forward to her Whiskey in the Jar video, just like my mom gets the Enter Sandman videos. It's tradition at this point. Or like if I go see Blink-182 and they play Rock Show, I got to send it to my friend Rianne because she started that. Anyway, she sent, when they were doing their acoustic tour over in the UK, Matt and the one that didn't quit, Mark. No, Mark was the one who quit. Was it Tom?
That was Tom.
Tom quit. Whichever two, Matt and the other fucking guy who wasn't Travis. Anyway,
they played Denny's a couple weeks ago.
They did play fucking Denny's, but when they were doing the California tour and they were in the UK and Travis wasn't flying back then, for obvious reasons, and she sent me video of them playing the Rock Show at this fucking show.
Yeah.
So when Brian and I, the 2 times we went to see them, I sent her video of them playing the rock show. And it's just this tradition now. But Ice Nine Kills is a band that they're going to do better on their own stage, on a smaller stage. Like, they totally take advantage of the space allotted to them on these Metallica stages. But these stages are fucking huge. Like, out of the 4 times that I've seen them so far, the one in Vegas was probably the closest I would get to, like, an actual Ice Nine Kills show, because it was just a standard stage. There wasn't, like, any kind of, like, expansion to it. It was just a stage. But then when I saw them in Buffalo, they had the Snake Pit. So they have this big expansion out on the front of the stage.
Images that are acting on stage in their songs.
Right. So now you got like this huge fucking area for them to explore, and they take advantage of this. They do. They walk all over the fucking stage. But it's like, you know, on their own tour, they would be more confined, and you get more of the story behind the theatrics, I think. And it was the same in Pittsburgh. It was that same stage. And now with this stage, which is big enough, the stage from those Buffalo and Pittsburgh shows would fit in the Snake Pit of these shows on this M72 tour. So now you've got an even bigger stage that has no like central location for them to all kind of be in one spot to tell this, you know, kind of do this theatrical storytelling thing that they do. So like I feel like I would appreciate them more at like a town ballroom.
Yeah.
Than I do at like an Allegiant Stadium, or in this case, Ford Field. You know, like I think the smaller stage works better for what they do. And you know, at least they're all playing wireless shit, so they can all walk around the stages. Unlike Greta Van Fleet, who played 3 of those fucking Metallica shows that I've seen Ice Nine Kills at, and
well, I played a couple of shows with their drummer because he's actually from Buffalo.
Right.
Back in the days.
Yeah, but Greta Van Fleet, they're all plugged in, so they're not taking advantage of these big ass stages that when
they're
that
not
I saw.
even touring Metallica, are they?
No, not anymore. The dates with Ice Nine Kills, they now got 5 Flavor Fruit Punch playing with them.
Have fun.
I get to see that again. I get to see it up close this time.
Take a picture of Ivan.
Which one's that? Is that the singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a picture of him last time. And I was like, hey, look, 5 Flavor Fruit Punch. And I posted that just to make Steph mad. And she was. She's in my comments. She's like going off, talking about how she's going to see Stained in Godsmack. I'm like, oh, God.
I want to see that Creed show.
Fucking Creed?
Yeah, fucking Creed, man.
I don't want to see. I want to see the openers and go home. But I also don't want to see it at Darien Lake. So I don't want to see it at all.
Here. Yeah, I heard about Slipknot firing their drummer.
Yeah, Slipknot fired their drummer.
Don't know why.
So now all these people are like, oh, Slipknot's dead. And you got Corey Taylor like, no.
They'll bounce back.
Oh, yeah, they totally will.
I don't know the story, but
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know why, but
I did not know that the drummer that got fired, his dad was a drummer for the E Street Band.
I didn't
The
know that either.
Boss.
No idea.
No, I found that out. It was pretty
That's
cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I am
Bruce
definitely
Springsteen.
looking forward to seeing all
Yeah.
these bands this weekend. Like,
Fuck yeah.
because a lot of these bands I see with Metallica are bands I wouldn't pay to see otherwise. Like Pantera-ish.
And Cherish.
I wouldn't pay to go to their show.
To their show, yeah.
Mostly because, Phil and his white power bullshit, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't want to support that. 2, I'm still not convinced that Vinny and Dime would have been okay with this. You know what I mean? Like, Vinny and Dime were Pantera.
That was their band.
You could give me Phil and Rex all fucking day. It ain't Vinny and Dime.
It
And that's not to take away from Charlie Benante and fucking Zach Wilde.
They started the band, right?
Yeah, I
Vinny
mean,
and Dime.
yeah, I mean that was. There's no Pantera without Vinny and Dime.
I checked out that story.
And I hate the people who are like, well, there's no fucking Metallica without Cliff. No, Cliff would have wanted that shit to go on, just like Brian would have wanted us to go on, right?
Yeah.
Like, but Vinny and Dime, you know, after Dime died, Vinny was like adamantly against doing a Pantera reunion.
Yeah,
And
his brother. He saw his brother die on stage.
yeah, but I mean, he was still playing music. It's not like he quit playing music.
No,
he just
he-
didn't want to do a Pantera thing.
He was doing Hell Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Hell Yeah. That's when I saw
too.
Avatar.
Hello, you guys look like WWE players. Sheamus and the Big Show.
Does that mean I got to choke slam you now?
Fella!
Anyway.
It's fight night! The Great White of Friday night.
Captain Insano shows no
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
I'm Kevin Owens. This is Kevin Owens. I'm Sami Zayn. That's who we are.
Yeah, you've established that before.
I'm in the bloodline, man.
He's wearing the fucking Bloodline t-shirt. I opted to not wear a Metallica shirt or a wrestling t-shirt today. I'm like, nah, I don't want to wear wrestling. I had a Kevin Owens t-shirt in my hand, and I didn't put it on.
KO.
Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, but again, I wouldn't fucking pay for that. You know what I mean? Like, to see fucking Panterish.
Yeah.
Like, I hold no ill will towards anybody who did go see them on their solo tour. I won't say a solo tour. That's probably not the accurate way of putting that. But their headlining tour that they did, they came to Lake Syracuse. I think they came to Darien Lake. I know people who went to those. I don't hold anything against them for going, but the only way I was going to see this was by seeing them with fucking Metallica. And like, so as soon as they were announced as openers, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I get to see this, but I don't have to pay for it. I mean, I'm still paying for it, but I'm paying for a Metallica ticket. The ticket says Metallica. Mm-hmm. It doesn't say Pantera on it, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm not going to see a band cosplaying as fucking Pantera. According to my ticket, I'm going to see, 3 of the 4 original members of Metallica. So, I guess that's not even accurate either, because Kirk wasn't an original member. Semantics. We'll get bogged down in that. I need to, I could be like, Dave, it's not Metallica without Dave Mustaine, man. Ron McGovney or nothing. And no story today, John? You're shaking your head?
Let's get Jazzy a story time.
All right, let's see what we got over here.
Fuck.
Let's see what we got.
I love this. I love this.
There's not much more over here than what's... Not much more over here than what's already been over here, but let's see.
Hit me with that. It's for Jazzy.
You look away. I'm going to show them what the book is. Okay, and I'm going to just flip you to the first page. And there it goes. You can start reading.
Oh my God.
It's an easy book, John. Easy book.
She's got a smile that seems to me remind me of childhood memories. Fuck you.
The look on his face is just, it was worth it right there.
Where everything was fresh as the bright blue sky. Focus, right? Is in focus? Oh my God. Now and then, when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place.
This was a good choice of book.
Go fuck yourself. And if I stared too long, I thought I was close. If I stared too long, I probably break down and cry. I want to break down and cry too. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. She's got the eyes of the bluest skies. And if they thought of rain,
Yes.
I don't get paid for this show. Oh, God. Okay. I hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place, whereas a child I hide.
Yes.
Oh, I bet you Brian would love this right now.
I'm sure you would.
Sorry, you're gonna go laugh up there. And I pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by. I got that, see?
You did.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, you should get it. You read it off the teleprompter every night when you're playing with Guns N' Roses.
Axl does do that, doesn't he?
Yep.
So he can't remember his lyrics.
I mean, most big bands do that. Metallica does it.
Yeah. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. Oh, it's going good so far.
Yeah, so far so good.
Where do we go? Where do we go now? I don't know where I want to go. At this point. You know, you turn to the first page, you think I have a look at that title right there. Guns N' Roses. Where do we go?
To be fair, the book jacket was not slid up like that when you first were handed the book, so.
Sweet child. Sweet child. It's just a picture. Picture rocking on. I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay. Sweet child of mine. I had a story time with John and Guns N' Roses, apparently. Title called Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses.
Illustrated by Jennifer Zivonin. Zivoin? I don't know.
Thank you for writing the book, Jennifer.
She didn't write the book. Guns N' Roses wrote the book.
Guns N' Roses wrote
She
the book.
illustrated the book. She drew all those pretty pictures.
Oh, this has been story time with John. Stay tuned for next year. Oh, for next episode, I do that. The next
I wonder if they have a Welcome to the Jungle book.
Take the.
I sent a picture of you reading this to Jill.
Of course you did.
She just responded with 4 laughing emojis.
Go fuck yourselves.
I wish I could send it to Brian.
I'm sure he
I'm sure he saw it.
laughing his ass off.
Yeah. I mean, that was the easiest book to read out of the 4 that are over here, so. The other one that I would have handed you would have been probably the ABCs of Metallica.
That's your next episode.
I guess. I don't know how difficult of a read this is here.
Is it?
The first page has the word devotee on it. I don't think you could read that.
Devotee?
Yeah. Metalheads.
Oh, Metalheads?
Yeah. A is for Injustice for All, Metallica's fourth LP. The first with Jason Newsted, the new bass devotee. With Lady Justice on the cover, Doris, her funny nickname. The album was greeted with love and lots of critical acclaim. The songs were a bit longer, the guitar riffs crunchy and tough. With drums fast and furious, metalheads couldn't get enough. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. I have Doris right here.
It's a pop.
You got Funko Pop of Doris.
Fungo pop.
Hey, I also have your tape right here.
What's that?
It's GNR Lies.
I'm dying to take a picture next to Axel. Dad.
I mean, you already proved you weren't Jay the Skeleton, so...
Yes.
Allegedly, I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. I gotta watch the video back.
Sure, got it, sir. I don't think I was in focus.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah,
But he was here.
I'll take your word for it, because I wasn't. I somehow got transported out of here.
Where did you go?
Dude, it was in some, like, weird, like, void. I don't know how to describe it. It was just...
Black?
Yeah. You ever see, like, the future episode of SpongeBob? Where Squidward's fucking time traveling?
Oh.
And he ends up in the future. And he's, like, in just this white... Like, it's all white.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just the future! It was that. It's weird. I don't know what the hell happened.
He has powers.
Apparently so. Yeah, anyway.
All he did, he snapped his after he was here, and he just snapped his finger and went back. It went black, and then I opened my eyes. You were sitting back in your chair, and so I don't know where he went.
It was an interesting experience.
I hope he didn't take my car.
Hopefully not. We're going to play one more song and we're going to get out of here. Because I have a lot more work to do before I leave. That's the wrong
Oh,
mouse.
shit. Damn, time flies.
Yeah, time does fly when you show up a half an hour late. Anyway.
I like to make an appearance. I like to make an entrance. Nice entrance.
All right. This show is going on Tuesday night at the Rapids Theater. Somehow I managed to see this, even though I'm blocked by Rapids Theater.
She's so excited for you. For you?
For me, for going to Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anyway. The Legend Agency presents the Harvesters of Flesh and Bone album release tour featuring the Convalescence with special guests Volcandra, Shallow Teeth, and Under the Black at Rapids Theater in Niagara Falls on November 14th. Now, I'll give them credit here. They have all the information that you need in this event page. However, they put Shallow Teeth as one word. Shallow Teeth's band name is two words, Shallow Teeth.
Get it right.
And he's still missing an eye. I don't know what happened to his eye. Anyway. Doors at 6:30, $12 advance, $15 at the door, all ages. That's Convalescence at the Rapids Theater Tuesday night. With this band, Shallow Teeth, and this song is called Life Lust on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, like, share, and subscribe.
So close. I'm dead.